Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Mr. Ibnu Hadi, as our English mathematics lecturer and my friends. Today, we from Group 13 will be presenting our discussion about probability. Our group consists of me, Arya Yudhistira, Rustam Michael Binoto, and Raffi Ahmad Farezi. Okay, next. What is probability? For example, we may say that it will probably rain today, because most of the days we have observed were rainy days. However, in mathematics, we would require a more accurate way of measuring probability. From the example above, we can conclude that probability is the study of chance or the likelihood of an event happening, directly or indirectly. Probability plays a role in all activities. Filling slots. Filling slot is a method used to determine the number of ways an object will occupy its space. For example, in a case there are n places where P1 is the number of ways to fill in the first place, and Pn is the number of ways to fill in the n place after the first, second, and previous places are already filled. The number of ways to fill in the total n place can be found using the formula below. Formula for filling slot for n slots per place is P1 times P2 times P3 and so on up to Pn. Example. From the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, a number consisting of 4 digits will be formed. The terms and conditions given are that the 4 numbers that are arranged cannot be the same numbers. Example of numbers that can be arranged are 1234, 3125, 2345, 1345, and others. How many ways can be done to arrange the 4 numbers? The first step, create 4 squares or places. We are going to compose a number of 4 digits. The box represents the position of numbers to be formed. The next step, enter the number that meets the requirement to fill in the box provided, starting from the first box, box number 1. The number of numbers occupied in box number 1 are all possible numbers. There are 6 numbers in total, so we can fill the box number 1 with 6. Box number 2. The number of numbers that can be occupied in box number 2 is 5. This happens 6 minus 1 equals 5, because one number has been used in box number 1. So we can fill the box number 1 with 5. Box number 3. The number of numbers that can be occupied in box 3 is 4. This happens 6 minus 2 equals 5. Equals 4, because 2 numbers have been used in box number 1 and box number 2. So we can fill box number 3 with 4. Box number 4. The number of numbers that can be occupied in box number 4 is 3. This happens 6 minus 3 equals 3, because 3 numbers have been used in box number 1, box number 2, and box number 3. So we can fill the last box with 3. Then multiply all the numbers that fill the places according to the rule. So the number of numbers with 4 digits composed of 6 numbers is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 equals 360 ways. Factorial. In mathematics, the factorial of a non-negative integer n, denoted by n factorial, is then the product for all positive integer less than or equal to n. N factorial equals n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, and so on up to 3 times 2 times 1. The value of 0 factorial is 1, according to the convention for an empty product. The factorial operation is encountered in many areas of mathematics, notably in combinatorics, algebra, and mathematical analysis. Permutation. What is permutation? A permutation is an arrangement or listing of objects in which the order is important. The first formula is formula for the number of permutation of n things taken n at a time. P n choose n. The formula is P n choose n equals n factorial, or nPn equals n factorial. The second formula is formula for permutation of n elements. It's permutation of an element of n elements with r less than n. P n choose r equals npr equals p and r equals n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. This is an example problem using the first formula. Three books, namely Economics or E, Geography or G, and History or S, will be arranged in a row. What is the number of ways to arrange the three books? The following will describe the possible arrangement of the three books on the problem. There are EGS, ESG, GES, GSE, SEG, and SGE. Based on the above arrangement, it can be concluded that the number of ways to arrange three books in a row is 6. Mathematically, the number of ways to arrange three books is 3 factorial, equals 3 times 2 times 1 equals 6. This is an example problem using the second formula. Bank security guards want to print a customer queue number consisting of 3 digits. If the queue number doesn't contain the same numbers that are formed from the numbers 0, 1, 2, and 3, many queue numbers choice that can be met are: many numbers are available because 4 numbers, namely 0, 1, 2, 3. Then we got n is 4. Because 3 different queue numbers will be selected, the many choice of our permutation 3 of 4. P n choose r equals n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. So P for choose 3 equals 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 factorial equals 4 factorial divided by 1 factorial. We can simplify 4 factorial becomes 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals 24. The third formula for permutation is formula for permutation of n elements containing the same elements. Pn choose k1, k2 until kt equals n factorial divided by k1 factorial times k2 factorial and so on up to kt factorial. The fourth formula is formula for cyclic permutation. The formula is n p cyclic equals n minus 1 factorial. This is an example problem using the third formula. Determine the number of words that can be arranged using the word ball, provided that the same element cannot appear more than once. Because in the word ball there is an L of 2, we can get R1 equals 2. Then we can input the number into the formula. For P2 equals 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial equals 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 divided by 2. So we can eliminate number 2 above and below. So we can get 12. This is an example problem using the fourth formula. Four people, namely Andy, Bonnie, Cindy, and Dodi, will sit in a circle. Determine the number of possible sitting sequence. Because based on the known problems, we got n equals 4 because there are 4 people. Then we can input the number into the formula. Basically equals n minus 1 factorial equals 4 minus 1 factorial. So we can get 3 factorial equals 3 times 2 times 1 equals 6. So the number, combination. What is combination? Combination is an arrangement of objects in which the order is not important. What is the combination formula? The number of combination of n things taken r at a time is written as C open bracket n, comma r close bracket. As you can see from the picture, we know the formula is C n choose r, where n is number of items in set and r number of items selected from the set, equals NCR equals n factorial divided by n minus r factorial times r factorial.
So next is example of combination. A bag contains 6 white marble, 4 blue marble, and 3 red marbles. There are many ways to take 3 white marble from the bag. 3 marble are selected from 6 marble, then use a combination 3 of 6. So we have a formula of combination and we can substitution. So the combination of 3 of 6 equal 6 factorial over 3 factorial times 6 minus 3 factorial equal 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 factorial over 3 factorial times 3 factorial equal 6 times 5 times 4 over 3 times 2 times 1. So the resulting many color combination are 20 ways. Next. So next is sample space. For example, the coin artos represent the sample space for this experiment by making a list, a table, and a T-diagram. H is represented by head and T is represented by tail. So there are list, table, and T-diagram. From the example above, you can conclude that a sample space is the set of all possible outcome in an experiment. Even example, unrolling of dice, 4 is not obtained. This event is the random of experiment that is rolling of dice whose result is not 4. Thus this event has 5 possible outcome, that is 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So from the example above, we can conclude in probability theory, an event is an outcome or defined collection of outcome of a random experiment, since the collection of all possible outcome to a random experiment is called the sample space. So another definition of event is any subset of a sample space. Next is probability of an event. Probability of an event is when the possibility of occurrence of each outcome is the same in a particular event. The experiment or event is said to have equally likely outcome. On the basis of experimental formula, we can say that probability is probability of an event equal NA over NS. NA is represented by number of trials in which the event happened, and NS is total number of trials. Next is the range of probability value. The range of probability value is the probability of an event occurring in sample space. If the probability of an event A is PA, then the probability of A is greater than or equal to what, to 0, or probability A is less than or equal to 1. And if B is the complement of even A or B equal A complement, then probability A plus probability A complement equal 1, or probability A complement equal 1 minus probability A. Next. Expected frequency. The expected frequency of a number of event is the number of event multiplied by the probability of that event. For example, in experiment A is carried out n times, then the expected frequency is written as follows. Expected frequency equal n times PA. FA is represented by expected frequency, and A is represented by number of repeats, and PA is probability of A. This example of expected frequency. So in the experiment, to toss 3 coins at once 240 times, determine the expected frequency of the appearance of 2 pictures and 1 number. So solution, we have sample space number, picture, number, picture, number, picture, number, number, picture, picture, number, picture, number, picture, number, picture. So we have six sample space, and we have A is number, picture, number, picture, number. So we have NA equal 3. So expected frequency equal N times PA equal 240 times NA over NS equal 240 times 3 over 8 equal 90. Next is complementary event. The probability of an event A is written by probability A complement, where probability A plus probability A to the power C equal 1. So I repeat, probability A plus probability A complement equal 1. So probability A complement equal 1 minus probability A. Example of complementary event. From tossing 3 coins at once, what is the chance that at least one number will appear from the toss of the coin? Next. Solution with the complement way. So we have sample space NS equal A. Suppose the occurrence of at least one number is A. So A complement is just one picture, then and A complement equal 1. So probability of A equal 1 minus probability A complement equal 1 minus N A complement over NS equal 1 minus 1 over 8 equal 7 over 8. Next. If A and B are two separate events, the probability of A union B occurring is determined by the rule. Probability A union B equal probability A plus probability B minus probability A intersection B. Next. This is the example. Dice is rolled once if A is the occurrence of an odd number and B is the occurrence of prime numbers. Determine the probability of occurrence of an odd or prime number. Solution, we have sample space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and A is odd number. We have 1, 3, 5. So probability A equal 3 over 6, and B is prime number. We have 2, 3, 5. So probability B is 3 over 6. So A intersection B equal 3 and 5. So probability A intersection B equal 2 over 6. So probability A union B equal probability A plus probability B minus probability A intersection B equal 3 over 6 plus 3 over 6 minus 2 over 6 equal 4 over 6 equal 2 over 3. So the probability of an odd or prime number occurring is 2 over 3.
Probability of disjoint event. Probability of disjoint event is two event A and B occur which are then called independent event if none of the element in event A are the same as the element in event B. The probability that either A or B might occur with A and B is independent of each other. The formula for probability of disjoint event is P probability of A union B equals probability of A plus probability of B.
Lu pakai laptop gua, lu nonton apa?
The example for probability of disjoint, there are two dice, blue and green. The two dice are then rolled at the same time once. Determine the probability that the side of dice has total 3, 10. The total number of trial of dice is 36. The appearance of the dice represent 3 is A 1,2 and 2,1. So we get the sample. So we get the number of trial which happen is 2. So the probability of A is 2/36. And then the appearance of the dice represent 10 is 4,6, 5,5, and 6,4. Which the number trial happen is 3. So the probability of B is 3/36. We can get probability of A union B is 2/36 plus 3/36 is equal 5/36. So the probability of dice that add up to 3 or 10 is 5/36. The probability of event that are not disjoint. Two event A and B are called inseparable if there is at least one element in event that is the same as the element that occurs in event B. The probability that either A or B may occur with A and B is that the event are not independent of each other. The formula is P probability of A union B is equal probability A plus probability of B minus probability A intersection B, where probability A intersection B is the statement of the element contained in event A and B. The example, Donnie is playing the bridge card. Then he takes one card at random. Determine the probability that the card drawn are the spade and the picture cards J, Q, and K. The total number of trial of bridge card is 52, and the number of trial of spade card is 13. So the probability of A is 13/52. Sum of picture card have number of trial happen is 12. So probability of picture card is 12/52. Because there is a picture card that is a number of the spade card G of spade, K of spade, and K of spade, and A intersection B is 3. So probability of A intersection B is 3/52. Then A and B are two events that do not separate from each other, so the formula is used. Probability A union B equals probability A plus probability B minus probability A intersection B. The probability A is 13/52 and probability B 12/52, and minus probability A intersection B is 3/52. So we got the probability of A union B is 22/52 is equal 11/26. So the probability the card drawn are the spade and the picture card J, P, Q, and K is 11/36. 8/26. Next, probability of event that are mutually independent. Two event A and B are said to be independent of each other if the occurrence of event A does not affect event B. The probability of occurring A and B occurring together are. The formula for this probability of event that are mutually independent is probability of A intersection B equals probability A times probability of B. For the example, Andy rolls 2 dice. What is the chance that a prime even number will appear on the first dice and odd number on the second dice? The total number of trial of dice is 36. Let A is equal the occurrence of an even prime on the first dice. So the number which happen is only 2. The sample space only 2. The number of which happen is 1. So probability of A is 1/6. And let B the equals the occurrence of an odd on the second dice. So we get B is 1, 3, and 5. The number of which happen is 3. So probability of B is 3/6. Back to formula, we use probability A intersection B is equal probability A times probability B. The probability A is 1/6 times probability B 3/6 is equal 3/36 is equal 1/12. So the probability is 1/12. Next, probability of conditional. If there are two events, namely event A and event B, the event is said to be conditional event. If event A affect the occurrence of event B or vice versa, then it can be written as follows. Probability A intersection B is equal probability A times probability B given to A, or probability A intersection B equals probability of B times probability A given to B. Probability B given to A represent the probability of event B occurring after it is assumed that event A has already occurred. We can read this probability probability B given to A or event B occurring after A has already occurred. Or the example, there is a box containing 5 yellow balls and 4 blue balls. If two balls are taken one by one and without any return, what is the chance that the balls taken are the yellow ball in the first draw and the blue ball in the second draw? On the first draw, there are 5 yellow balls, and from the 9 available balls, the probability of yellow balls is 5/9. On the second draw, 4 balls are available from remaining 8 balls. The condition yellow ball have been drawn, so the probability B given K is equal 4/8. Because this even affect each other, then use the formula probability K intersection B equals probability of K times probability B given K. So probability K intersection B equals 5/9 times 4/8 is equal 5/18. So the probability of the ball being taken are red ball in the first draw and a green ball in the second take is 5/18. This is the exercise time. Does anyone want to try this exercise?
Maybe for this group, you can give some clue how to solve this exercise using some formula, or we can derive 1 by 1. No. You can explain again about the exercise. If we found the problem like that, what the first thing exactly to solve the problem? Sometimes we don't use formula directly to solve probability problem, I think. But if we need formula, we should know which formula we can use to solve the exercise. Okay, maybe Arya or the others, can you give some clue?
From this exercise, we can use this formula.
No, not the answer. Okay. Okay, back to the exercise. Please. Okay, this condition, is independent or dependent?
This is the independent.
Dependent.
Yeah, independent event.
Independent. How we know from the problem, the information this is dependent or independent events?
Because the probability of A, B, and C is independent of each other.
Okay, please to the student to try solve the problem here. Can we write back to the problem, please? Can we write the problem like this? Let's say PA equal a third, like this. PB, probability of B is a fifth, and let's say PC equal a ninth, like this. Arya, Rustam, or Rafli, can we write from the information like this? Let's say PA equal a third and so on.
Yes, sir. Like that.
Okay. And okay, what the function of word or here? Either A or B. It can be both or only one.
It's both.
Both.
Probability of like probability A union B.
So
like a formula is equal probability A plus probability of B.
So we should answer like this, PA or B, like this.
Yeah.
Or PA what intersection B. Which one is true?
The first one, sir.
The first.
The first one, sir.
Okay. Yeah. How we read this notation? This P A and B will win, like that or not? If we write probability A and B, if we ask probability A and B win, so we using this notation.
Usually, yes, sir.
Usually, okay. So this is probability probability A or B, yeah, win. Okay, who wants to try this problem for part A? I think
If nobody answer this question, I will explain this problem.
yeah.
The probability of three teams A, B, and C winning a badminton competition are 1/3, 1/5, and 1/9 respectively. Calculate the probability that either A or B will win. In here we use formula P. Probability of A union B will or probability A or B will win. The probability A union B is equal probability A plus probability B. So we get the probability A is 1/3 and the probability B is 1/5. So we can get 1/3 plus 1/5 is equal 8/15. Same like the the B is either A or B or C will win. We can add more again the probability of C. So we get 1/3 plus 1/5 plus 1/9. So we get 29/45. And the other exercise we use the permutation. Can someone want try?
Roughly, you can back to the first exercise. I want to ask how if we calculate probability A and B will win, can we find the value? A and B.
Yes, sir. We can.
Which formula we can use?
We use formula probability A intersection B is equal probability A times probability B.
A times C.
So, yeah. So we can get probability A is 1/3 times 1/5. The probability is 1/15.
1/15.
Yeah.
So probability A and B will win is less than probability A or B will win. Is it true? Is it logic?
Yeah.
Why probability or is greater than always greater than probability N? Is it true? Always probability A or B, yeah, is greater than probability A and B. A and B.
If according to the formula, it's true.
It's true, yeah. Okay, because maybe you have some reason to explain.
Because if or we have the probability added, so the we have
probability A or B, yeah, we add each value, yeah, it means that if only PA happens, yeah, it doesn't matter, or if only probability B, yeah, is happen, it doesn't matter, so we can add. But if we calculate probability A and B, yeah, so both of condition, yeah, it's hard to fulfill, yeah. So we calculate, we will multiply, and the result is less, yeah, is less than probability A or B will win. Yeah, we can look based on the formula too. Yeah, I think. Okay, next exercise.
The answer is 7 factorial.
That's correct, Hari.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your answer. Have next one more exercise. It's about the problem is about frequency.
May I try answer?
Yes, sir.
The expected frequency is 20 times.
Yeah, that's true. That's correct answer. 20. Thank you. This is the end of our presentation. Any question for this presentation?
No one asking the presenter. Okay, to the presenter, which hard material in probability, which it's very difficult material in probability. What do you think? To calculate the value of probability or analyze and you to determine which formula we use or what material do you think? Because so many concepts you present here, I think about combinatoric, yeah, permutation, disjoint even, and so on. And if we find some problem, maybe in some condition we cannot determine directly which formula we use. Yeah. Okay, what do you think?
Maybe from me, about analyze the problem because there is lot of model, problem to analyze because there is lot of formula we can use. So we need to specifically analyze.
Okay.
So we can get the solution.
Okay. And what the simple method to understand this material, you think? Arya, Rafli, and Rustam? Doing many exercise or any other method to understand this material, probability material?
I think doing exercise like practice make perfect.
Practice.
Yes.
Okay. Because so many variants of problem, yeah, we can find in this probability concept. Maybe only yeah. If we make some problem, we can find many various formula, many various problem, yeah, from this concept. Okay. Okay, good presentation. Thank you. If no other question, you can end the session.
Okay. Before we end the meeting, we need some screenshots for documentation. Please, if you haven't turned on the camera, turn it on immediately. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, once more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, please turn off the record.